Welcome to another FFL video here, as on All Pro Football 2K8 we're facing the Pittsburgh Dynasty again. They're our rival, but I gotta say, they have benched their starting quarterback Tyrod Terry. They've benched their starting running back Sherman Hickson. Basically they're having one of the worst seasons they've had in a long time. Their quarterback's on the hot seat. They still have Shady Monroe at wide receiver, who's having a good season. Leonard Selvy's doing okay. Henry Bowler's doing okay. Ryan Nash at left tackle is actually doing okay. But the Dynasty have some of the worst sack numbers on their O-line. And like I said, they have backup quarterback Damon Brady playing there. He's been a backup for them for many years, so he knows the system. But we're going to start off with DC on offense. Last week, the last couple weeks, they've shown some really good offensive plays here. As now Young gets to the left side for the screen pass, but Samuel cannot get the ball out fast enough. Second down and 14 for DC, as now Samuel, running away from pressure, throws the ball perfectly to Roger Thompson. Perfect pass. Leonard Selvey was right there, but could not make a play. Third down and 2. They give it to Chris Young Jr. again. He gets stopped for a loss. Chris Young Jr. is a perfect big play threat. He gets a big play, and then he can't make any other plays, it seems like. So, like I said, Brady giving it to Jordan James on the toss. Now, Jordan James, he's an Olympic sprinter. One of the fastest running backs in the league, at least top 5, but he's never been able to start. So this is his one of his first starting games here. And now Brady under center, third and wide open to Monroe over the middle. Oh my goodness, Shady Monroe wide open. How did he get that wide open? Eddie Cruz was on him. Let's see that one more time. He absolutely brutalized Eddie Cruz, and that's exactly what I was saying last game. Eddie Cruz struggles in press, and we like to press, especially these really good big wide receivers. We want to press them at the line of scrimmage, try to get our blitzes in. As now Pittsburgh is up 7-0. DC now giving the ball to Chris Young Jr. again. He gets tackled for another loss. Wilkins on that left side making a big tackle. Second down and 12. Samuel gets some protection, and he throws it to Thompson in coverage, but it does not matter. To be third down and 7. Thompson's over the middle of the field, and he gets a big catch. He had some good coverage, but that was wide open over the middle. Perfect pass by Samuel too. First down and 10. Samuel under center. Again, pressure on the screen. Gives it to Chris Young Jr. He gets obliterated by Wilkins. Behind the line of scrimmage and everything. Second down and 11. Samuel trying to make some room here for their offense as he gets a big first down. First down and 10 now. Samuel giving it to Chris Young Jr. again. For another loss, almost. Maybe just a gain of 1. Now second down and 9. Young gets the handoff again, and he gets tackled for a gain of a couple. Lester Wilkins over there making some big tackles. Now Samuel loads up. He throws it deep to Constantine, and it's overthrown. Lights out. McEnroe was right there on the coverage. Now we're look at Dynasty as Jordan James stops, stutters, and gets almost a first down. Again, James running the ball here. Like I said, he's a fast back. He's even faster than Chris Young. As now Jordan James almost breaks it out to the right side for a big loss of 2. Asper on the tackle. Brady throwing it over the middle, and it's caught by number 88 right there. Big catch by Jackson. First down and 10. Brady, number 4 here. He's never started a game until last week, and he did okay. So this is only his second ever starting in the league. Brady again gives a draw play to James. James spins and gets a gain of about 2. They ended up switching because they just did not like how Tyrod Terry was playing, not running with the ball, not using his speed, and now they give it to their fullback. Big play right there for the first down. Brady seems to be actually running this offense a lot better than Terry did, as now they give it to James as Welch comes in with a big tackle. 2nd down and 12. We don't really hear about Welch that much in this defense. Brady's got 12 yards to go here. He steps back. He throws it quickly to Monroe. And that's a gain of about 5. And now, Brady again gets pressured. He doesn't care. He throws to the right side, and it's almost intercepted. Willard right there in coverage. Perfectly almost intercepts the ball. They knew they were going to Monroe. Ball is kicked. It's almost blocked, and it's through the uprights. Perfect kick by the Dynasty. 1st down and 10. Dynasty's up 10-0 on the Demons, as now Samuel using his blocks, going himself. 1st down. For the Dynasty has a little bit of momentum since they switched their quarterback, and running back is now perfect pass to Roger Thompson down the field. On that delay streak that they do from time to time, completely burned the linebacker that was on him, and the safety as well. Now they give the ball to Young again, and he gets hit hard by guess who? Lester Wilkins. 2nd down and 9. Samuel rolls out, and as he's about to throw, he gets sacked. 3rd down and 19. They got a long way to go here. Samuel under pressure. And he's waiting. He throws across the line, though. So they're going to be forced to punt. Brady. We're going to fast forward to 3rd down and 8. He sits in the pocket. He throws over the middle, and it's caught by Shady Monroe. Monroe is unstoppable. He's Christos Constantine, but actually fast. Now, they got someone offsides. Again, Monroe over the middle. Eddie Cruz cannot handle Monroe. 1st down and 10. They give the ball to James. He gets some speed around that edge and gets a gain of 5. Lambert with the tackle. This Dynasty team just feels like they have a little more momentum now, as they've changed out some of their starters, as James gets a big first. 1st down and 10 now. Damon Brady gives it to James as he cuts back, and he gets a good gain of about 5, finding that hole. I mean, his yards per carry does not look good, but just see the way that Jordan James is playing. I mean, I'm impressed. 2nd down and 5, they give it to James again, and again a big tackle for loss. Jensen's right there for the big tackle. Now Brady's in the shotgun. And he gets pressure. He throws down the field to guess who? Shady Monroe. I'm going to get sick and tired of saying his name today. Monroe cannot be stopped. 1st down and 10. They give the ball to James, and he gets tackled for a gain of 1. Just like how they saw that McDuffie really killed this defense last week. Now they're seeing Shady Monroe just absolutely destroy them too. And of course, it is weirdly Eddie Cruz on both players. Now, again, Brady throws on the middle of the field to Shady Monroe for another 1st down. This offense is going through Shady, as now Moroncola gets the target, and he drops the ball to the back of the end zone. Brady under center again. He gets pressured. He throws to the left side, and it's almost intercepted. I kind of like this team with Brady. Terry would just sit in the pocket for way too long. Brady actually wants to throw the ball. Again, Brady throws to the right side to James. He spins and gets tackled at the line by Eddie Cruz. Ball is kicked, and now the Dynasty are up 13-0. Dynasty is one of the worst teams in the league, and they're killing the Demons, as now they throw a Hail Mary to the back of the, or in front of the end zone, but there's a penalty on the field. They threw a Hail Mary, and there's a penalty, and it's going to be pass interference, 1st and goal on the 1. Can DC get some points? If I was them, I would just kick the field goal, but they're not going to just kick the field goal. They're going to run it in with Damon Samuels, and Samuels gets stopped. He never gets stopped on those plays, ever. And now the Dynasty get the ball after half. Brady under center in the shotgun. He gets the snap. He throws the left side, and it's caught to Moss. Damon Brady versus Damon Samuel. As now Brady tries to avoid one sack and gets hit hard by Perry. Let's see that one more time. As Perry, even though he's not that fast, goes around the edge and gets him. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 18. Brady launches it up, and it's intercepted by Eddie Cruz. 3 interceptions in 2 games. The ball just landed right into Eddie Cruz's basket, and he caught it. Let's see that one more time. Brady launches the ball, and Asper drops the interception, but Eddie Cruz is there to pick it back up. 1st down and 10. DC has some momentum now as they run the ball to Chris Young for a gain of 5. You gotta watch out in that middle with Montalvo. He likes to bring a lot of pressure, even though he's a veteran D tackle. Now Chris Young's tired and he gets tackled for a gain of only a couple. Now Calvin McWilliams is in. McWilliams is one of those shady characters. He comes into a game, he runs for like 10 yards on one rush, and then you don't see him again. And right there he gets another big 1st down. McWilliams has quite a bit of touchdowns this season just because of Young being so tired. Now Samuel launches the ball, and it's almost there. Constantine just lost the ball. But he was there though. Samuel getting pressured again, and he fumbles. Ephraim can't pick it up, and Dynasty pick it up. Oh, this game's going to give me a heart attack. We cannot get anything going. Brady, under center, giving the ball to Jordan James, as James uses that lower half of his to get a few extra yards. 2nd down and 6 here. Brady, under center. And he's avoiding some sacks, and it's almost intercepted. He just overthrew his receiver just by a foot. And it's almost intercepted. 3rd down and 6. Brady again giving it to their fullback, who gets a big loss. 1st down and 10 now for the Demons, as now Young jukes and gets hit hard by Malik Cloud. He's shut down that left side pretty well. Is now, again, Roger Thompson with the big catch over the middle of the field. First down and 10 now. Thompson moved to the left side as the ball is snapped. Young tries to fight through. 2nd down and 10 now. He gets a good gain there. No one sees him in a split second. He's already got 7 yards. 3rd down and 3 here. Samuel rushing himself. He sees a lane and he gets tackled, but it's a 1st down. DC is down 13 points and we're heading into the 4th quarter. Samuel gets pressured and he runs it himself yet again. I was just saying how he hasn't ran the ball enough this season, and he's finally starting to run the ball more. 1st down and 10. Samuel. He sets his feet. He throws it, and it's almost intercepted. Henry Bowler was right there, and he dropped the pick. 2nd down and 10. They give the ball to Young, and he gets stopped for a loss. Dynasty are coming out of nowhere here. Almost to the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 11. Samuel, under pressure, throws over the middle of the field, though. Guess who? Roger Thompson. Thompson's having a Hall of Fame season so far. And again, Samuel gonna run it himself, and he gets tackled practically at the line of scrimmage. They give the ball again to Chris Young Jr., and he fights forward as well. 3rd down and goal. He runs it himself. Samuel gets the touchdown finally. DC finally has points on the board. Brady now. Pressure. Throws to the right side, and it's caught to Moss. Moss is having a good game. Out of nowhere here. 2nd down and 10. They give it to Jordan James. He outruns a couple of defenders and gets a gain of 2. Sherman Hickson's in the game. 3rd down and 8. And they give the ball to Hickson, and he can't get anywhere. That's going to be 4th down. They give the ball to Chris Young now. DC's turn here as he fights through some yards and gets a good gain. 1st down and 10 now. Samuel in the shotgun. They need something here. He throws to the right side to Constantine, but Constantine fumbles. Selvey picks it up. Oh my goodness. Constantine now fumbles, just like McDuffie did last week. We're going to fast forward here to 4th down and 13, and it's going to be Roger Thompson over the top. DC has a shot here with 1 minute to go. They give it to Chris Young, and he gets tackled by McEnroe. They call no huddle. They have 2 timeouts here. And Samuel throws to the right side to Chris Young, and it's caught. 3rd down and 3. Samuel throws to the left side. Nope, he rolls to the left side. He throws to the right, and it's almost intercepted. 4th down and 3. Samuel needs something to happen here. 30 seconds to go. DC gets a big catch over the middle by Roger Thompson. They call a timeout. They need a touchdown to win. Touchdown and the PAT will win. 1st down and 10 here. He loads up. He throws to the right side. Constantine almost catches it. In double coverage, Constantine gets absolutely obliterated. 2nd down and 10 now. They're going out of the empty. Motioning Young, who's a really good receiver. Now Samuel, under center, throws off the middle. There he goes, Roger Thompson yet again. They keep putting a linebacker on him, and he keeps on burning him. 1st down and 10. 14 seconds to go. Samuel gets pressured. He throws. Thompson catches it. One-handed touchdown. Roger Thompson with a big touchdown grab. One-handed. We're going to see it again. We're going to see it again here as he breaks on that perfect out route in between the cover 2 zones, and he catches it one-handed with his opposite hand. Let's see it one more time. Perfect. Going through the pressure. Throwing it perfect to the right side. Thompson makes a great catch. And that will finish it after the PAT. The Demons sneak out a victory against the rival, the Pittsburgh Dynasty. But the Dynasty, I mean, if they can keep up this momentum going into next season, going into the off season, they may not need to find a new quarterback, because Brady did very well. Especially because quarterback is the most expensive on our cap, just like it is in real life. If you can get a good generic quarterback to come in and play that well for you, I mean, he really didn't suck until the very end of the game, but that was more of the play calling. But great game by Damon Samuel, great game by the DC Demons at the end there, sneaking the win. Dynasty have one of the most winningest teams ever, and they're just hitting a small low point in their career, as now we're in Ohio facing our another rival in the Ohio Vipers. The Vipers are a sneaky team as well. They got rid of, like I said before in the game that we had before, they got rid of their best wide receiver in Casey Smith. They believe in Chase Carter. It's not really working out, but they have the best free safety in the league, Henry Kinder, who can play in a linebacker position. He can play corner. He can play safety. He can play across the field. He's making this defense actually pretty good. The Vipers have one of the best defenses in the league, top 10, but their offense is pretty bad, not gonna lie. They're struggling hard. and it's going to be in the rain against the DC Demons after sneaking out that victory in Pittsburgh. Now they go to Ohio, as now we're going to go to 2nd down and 10 for the DC Demons. And Samuel slips on the handoff and gets taken down by Banks. Carlton Banks with the big tackle behind the line, 3rd down and 16. Demons are struggling here as another slip by Samuel, and he's running the ball, throws it, and it's almost caught by Saunter. The other thing I forgot to mention too is Michael Ingram got injured in practice, so we may not have Michael Ingram for this game and or multiple games. 2nd down and 9 here. Bryce O'Connell, former MVP, who's had a pretty rough season so far, last couple years, honestly, ever since he left Pittsburgh, and now he gives the ball to a toss to their draft pick Seiler, and that's behind the line there. O'Connell is in the empty here. He steps back. He gets pressured. He throws across the field to Seiler. That's something that's a new development with him. He gets pressured here, and he immediately turns around and just throws it. He knows exactly where his receiver is going to be, and the Demons don't even know that he's going to pass the ball. 1st down and 10. They give another run to Amari Seiler here. Seiler, number 6. 2nd down 7. O'Connell misses the rush there and gets another big 1st down by their tight end. O'Connell, I mean, if you just look at his stats, I mean, you can still see the MVP in him as now Seiler spins and gets a tackle for a loss. I mean, right there, this big tackle by Asper coming up there, making a big hit there. But O'Connell, I mean, again, gives it to Seiler again, but you look at his stats, they're not great, but you watch his game film, and, like, yeah, he makes some mistakes, but, like, he's pretty sharp. He's one of the sharpest quarterbacks at that position. And now O'Connell sits in the pocket perfectly and throws an interception to Eddie Cruz. I was just saying how smart he is, but Eddie Cruz just played him like a fiddle in that zone coverage, and he takes it all the way back to a pick 6. Oh my goodness gracious. Because we're going to see that again. He just plays him perfectly, snatches that ball out of the air. Brown there, if that was Casey Smith, that was probably going to be a catch. 1st down and 10, they give it to Seiler after that pick 6, and he gets a gain of 2. O'Connell here gives it to Seiler again on that counter, and he gets a gain of 6 again. O'Connell, you could tell he's a little shaken after that pick 6. And now he sets up, he throws to the left side, and it's dropped in the rain. They're going to be forced to punt. It is Demons' ball again. Samuel gets pressured and almost sacked. Sanderson, they lost the best D tackle, and one of the best D tackles in the league, and Stanley Bayer to the Cavalry in Boston. But Sanderson right there just gets some pressure, but Roger Thompson over the middle of the field yet again. I mean, you can't even get excited about these catches anymore. Every game he's coming out, he's getting these big plays over the middle. Henry Kinder on the tackle and on the coverage, and it does not matter. 1st down and 10. I think they're going to run the ball here. And they don't. Samuel steps back, gets perfect protection. Marvin Ephraim holding up that left side perfectly, and Thompson gets the big 1st. Ephraim struggled on that right tackle position, but he's holding down that left side. And now Young gets amazing run blocking in front of him and almost gets the 1st. Just watch out that left tackle, Ephraim. I mean, he is playing good football. Oh my goodness, Young with the big spin move on Marlon London. Let's see that one more time. Big spin move right there as Henry Kinder with the tackle. 1st down and 10. They give the ball again to Chris Young Jr. gets stopped at the line here. Samuel is having a good game so far. He sits in the pocket. Perfect protection. No pressure at all as Rain gets time and gets open over the middle of the field. And again, Chris Young Jr. again with the big handoff for the touchdown. Let's fast forward here. First down and 10 for DC. Samuel getting pressure, and he's going to run it himself in the rain again. He jukes and gets tackled. Still up by 14. Now again, they give it to Chris Young Jr. He gets some blocking, and right there gets tackled by Eric Dobson, former DC Demon himself. Second down and 7 now. Samuel gets pressured, and he throws it to Roger Thompson again. Thompson breaks a tackle and gets taken down at the 14. Let's see this one more time as Samuel just navigating this pressure perfectly. We saw it last game against Pittsburgh, and now again with Ohio Vipers is now again roll out, and Samuel just takes it himself, and he takes it for about 5. He needs to be careful though. He got injured last season. And again, they throw it to Chris Young, and Henry Kinder tracks him down. That's why he's the best free safety in the league. Third down and 7. Number 7 in the shotgun. Gets some pressure, and he no! As he's about to release the ball, he gets absolutely decapitated. Fourth down and 9. Demons kick the field goal in the rain, and it's up by 17. Doesn't matter though, because last week Dynasty was up. So now perfect throw by Bryce O'Connell to Chase Carter. Carter finally gets open. He's struggled this year so far, but perfect route right there. Really confusing Asper. Let's see it one more time. In, then back out again. Perfect pass. Perfect route to destroy that defense right there. And you give it to Seiler. He cuts it up the middle and gets tackled at the line. And O'Connell gets pressured. He throws to the left side. It's almost intercepted by Lambert. Lambert, who has struggled in coverage the last year or so, finally got a ball right to him, and he dropped it. Third down and 9 for the Vipers. And O'Connell steps back, 7-step drop, throws to the right side to Brown. As they say that it's a first down. O'Connell again throws to the right side to Seiler. Doesn't matter. Second down and 10 with 50 seconds to go in the first half. Still down by 17. O'Connell throws to the right side again to Brown, who's in that trade with the Bullheads for Kinder. O'Connell again in the empty. He likes being in the empty. In any team he's been at, he's been really good in the empty. That's why the Vipers got him. And Seiler, a really good receiving back who has improved in that position for sure for this team, gets it fourth down and 2 as Dylan Brockman, the best kicker in the league with the biggest leg here, kicks the ball, and it's through the uprights easily in the rain. Now with 40 seconds to go, DC gives it to Chris Young Jr. Kinder right there absolutely hits him for a loss. And play action, roll out. Wide open Roger Thompson. Kinder gets his tackle broken. Thompson slips a little bit, and he gets the touchdown. Let's see this one more time. Sets his feet wide open. As we see, Kinder was coming across the opposite side of the field. Kinder tracks him down. He slips as he breaks the tackle, and Kinder almost gets him again. And the Vipers, they are running out of chances here. They give it to Seiler, and he gets taken down for a loss again by Welch. Third down and 10. O'Connell steps back, and he throws, and it's intercepted by Young. Tipped by Welch. And Now Young almost taking it back. What a play. O'Connell, I mean, it was a solid choice, just wrong time. And now Samuel again throws to the right side to Roger Thompson again, and they cannot stop him. If they score one more time, I feel like the game will be over. Let's see it one more time. Samuel sets his feet, and Kinder's right there in the cover 3 zone, and he makes the tackle luckily, because if it wasn't for him, the game would be over. Chris Young Jr. again gets the handoff. They're up pretty good in this game. I don't see that DC losing, but Chris Young gets again the handoff. They just can't get him going. 3rd down and goal. As you see some good blocking on that side, and he gets hit hard. 4th and goal, they're going to go for it. They just want to end this game. As they give it to Chris Young, he gets stopped a little bit, but he hits that speed burner for the touchdown, as Demons will win 45-3. A blowout. Definitely not the close game as last game was, but thank you guys for watching. And like I said, there will be a power rank at some point. But thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. See ya.